Haggai 1 verse 15, the last verse in this chapter. This is John Gill's exposition of the entire Bible, verse by verse, basically a commentary. Brought to you by discovering the scriptures so that all may hear, the blind, the aged, the illiterate, and those that are too busy, and those that are too poor. Now we bring the entire Bible, verse by verse, so you may understand through John Gill's exposition, the only man to have done this in the late 1700s. Dr. Peter John is reading. Haggai chapter 1 verse 15. Scripture, quote, in the 24th day of the 6th month, unquote. John Gill, quote. Or in the 24th of the month in the 6th. In that 6th month was mentioned, Haggai 1:1. On this day they came and worked, not the 6th from Tishri, that's Tisri, for the Jews had two ways of beginning their years, which would have answered to part of February, and therefore chose by some interpreters as being a proper time to begin building, but no regard is had to the fitness of the season, but to the order of the Lord. For the 6th month from Nisan, Nisan, and answers to the part of August, for so the months are reckoned by the prophecy of Zechariah, who began his prophecy in the same year as Haggai did. See Zechariah 1 verse 1 and 7 verse 1. This was 23 days from the prophecy was delivered out, during which time they might be employed in cutting of stones and sawing and hewing of wood, as Jarchi suggests, in preparing for work in the temple. Unquote. Scripture, quote, in the 2nd year of Darius, Darius, the king, unquote. Scripture, quote. Actually, John Gill, quote, see Gill on Haggai 1:1. Here some begin a new chapter, but wrongly. Since in these words do not belong to the preceding, there would be a contradiction in joining them with the beginning of the next. End of Haggai chapter 1 verse 15. End of Haggai chapter 1.